Hi. Alright, welcome to this place. Welcome back if you're returning. Alright, Libra or Libra placements, Libra house, your 7th house. You want to know about other people or how to be responsible? Well, you showed up in the right place. You read a message before your reading that was, like, I had this awareness of, I saw a person going over, like, okay, they figured something out and that helped them solve a problem. But then that also made them realize, like, oh, okay, I have this other thing I have to do. But a person recognized, like, and I heard someone specifically say, like, I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to put that off to the side. Just for, this is like for a little while, you know, maybe a couple days, maybe till next week. It's like a smaller time frame, but between now and then actually is a lot of time to get something or things done to put either put yourself in the right place. I'm seeing the words mentally, maybe preparing something technically, and I guess having patience with the process. So let's look at your cards for your overall energy. Just a second. What's this one? Okay, sadness. Aries also received your opposite. Your mirror self received this same card. Some of you want to write about, this is journaling to me. Some of you might be sad because, like, oh, some of you were a little bit sad because you're like, fuck, I need reading glasses now. Like, this is blurry to me up close. Like, I can't even just do this without this other thing. But it's not that hard to get the other thing that you need. And because there's this similar energy, it's showing me that, like, I heard, don't be sad if you don't have it all figured out. Okay? Maybe you want to brainstorm with somebody else, or I guess you could be kind of sad that you're having to figure something out, like, for yourself. Again, I heard, don't try not to be too sad, which is disappointed with yourself that you haven't done certain things yet, or that you're in the place that you are. It's okay. It's okay. Right? Because this card talks about turning the page. You know, it's not exactly starting from scratch, but it's like, I want this to be clean. I want to, you know, it's like kind of getting the old out of the way. It's not completely destroying the past. That's relevant. But it's sort of like, what's important right now? This could also be taking notes from whoever your healers are, or going over notes. All right, let's see what your cards are. Okay, Ten of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Ace of Wands. I feel like Aries had that too. The Six of Swords, and the Death card. I mean, Death is a hard card, but all the other ones are positive. Death is your major here. So maybe some of you know it's just like time to turn the page, or like, and then I saw a book open and the wind blew and it was like, and then it just landed. So someone's an open book right now. I guess something could be opening that's also releasing some kind of cold, wet, like damp energy. It wants to be warmer, you know, it wants to be brighter. It wants to be able to, like, see. Meaning, see is in also, like, meaning understand something. Someone's kind of, I don't know, if is someone kind of embarrassed when they're around other people? They're like, do they, what I'm seeing is someone in a group of people, and then like, and they're fine in that group of people. They know how to socialize. They're grateful to be there. The people around are loving and supportive. But like, when a person is alone outside of that group, they're like, do they even understand me? They might reflect on themselves in that situation, and it's like, oh, I wish I said something. Or like, why? I don't know. And I heard again, like, do they even really know me? So maybe what someone's figuring out, if you're getting out of sadness and you're turning the page on sadness because now you can see correctly, meaning the mind is, right, Six of Swords is like the mind in order. This chick is chasing a butterfly happily, right? This is a balanced mind. So if you're coming out of this sadness into a balanced mind, it's gonna feel a little wonky, okay? There's also a lot, I'm being reminded of, there's a lot of transits this year specifically that are big, and there's lots of shifts. So like all of where we've been kind of focusing and putting our energy is now shifting into the next places, like the next house. You know, it's like you're not moving at, it's not moving out of the neighborhood. It's not being, you know, exiled from your home. It's just like moving next door or expanding on something. If you're doing any, again, healing around family, that's also, you're actually in a lot better stage. Someone's in a lot better stage than maybe they think that they are too. Because it could kind of be like, why am I still sad about this? Like, I heard cold and damp. I I heard again, it's okay if it's a little bit wonky. You might just need to accept the fact that something isn't perfect right now. I know that's hard. Because I feel like a person feels like, well, I have to make these, what I'm seeing is a person saying, I have to make these decisions right now. But didn't we talk about that in the beginning where it's like, okay, I know, because I feel like, again, something comes up that makes you realize like, oh, okay, there's something else to do. There's a thing that you already knew that you need to do. You're aware of it. You're already walking down the path. You're doing all the little bits. It's reminding you of this Cancer energy. It's like, okay, here's the path. Well, all right, I got to go over here and do this. Then I got to and go over here and do this. And then I got to go over here and do this. And so on. But one of these little side points has another, it's like in the future, there's another, I hope this is making sense. One of these side points that you come up, when you finally reach there, helps you to realize, even though it's sort of a challenge, it helps a person to realize that like that they'll be more prepared in the future because now they have this information. So it's like, having the information isn't a bad thing, and even the situation isn't necessarily bad either, because again, there's intelligence and awareness. It's more about like not stressing before you even get to that stage, because you're already going to be prepared for it. Does that make sense? And maybe what some of you have really been preparing for is something emotionally, like mentally and emotionally, which is, to some, you know, to a lot of schools of thought, these two states of being is what creates our spiritual nature, right? What creates the frequency, if you will, of the spirit. Okay. Some of you could be considering moving. I see the number 2 and 4. So I don't know if this is like 2 to 4 months or 2 to 4 years. He's feeling more like the Knight of Cups right now and the Ace of Wands, so this could be like romantic energy. Oh, some of you go to like, some of you, okay, you're single. I'm seeing where someone's single and they go to a group and it's just like everyone's like married or like has kids or has a family, and it's like this person for some reason or another like hasn't been married before or doesn't have children, doesn't have a partner. They feel I think they're comfortable with themselves as an individual, but there's still something weird when the group dynamic comes. It's almost like someone's wishing, like, again, I wish someone else could do this with me, but there's something about the path that you just have to do kind of on your own. So I heard, don't forget about your spirit team, about God. If the lesson is, as an individual, for the most part, I have to figure out what this is. And again, mostly that's mentally and emotionally. If you're involved right now, your partner, this could also be you, but I also see this as your partner is also going through a reflective period. There may not be a lot of sexual energy or passion, because maybe this person I saw that seems like single at the event or whatever actually does have a partner, but they don't feel connected right now. Or there's some kind of disconnection in some way. Like, again, maybe people aren't as passionate or romantic right now. I think people need to find their own fun about something, and I do feel like there are two people also. There's people that are walking the path together parallel, and they're in line with each other. They're not going against the grain. But it's as if they're both going through sort of a similar thing. So remember that with your friends, maybe with your partner. I mean, again, it's going to be the definition of it is going to be a little bit different, especially masculine to feminine, kinds of expression, I guess. But I'm seeing someone take a bath with like candles. It's like calm. It smells good. I'd also say that being social could also be helpful. Like, I don't think it's overly like every day or something, but like if there's a chance to go out and to hang out with other people and to, again, like commune in a way. Some of you could also meet other people, or maybe you just can reflect. Say you go out with your partner, it's like when you're out in these public spaces, it's like you can see them, right? Because I almost feel like someone isn't being seen here, and that's also what's something isn't being right. This eye card, it's like something isn't being seen here. Someone needs to get their eyes checked. Okay, to close this out, I want to know about the Six of Swords and this Death card. This card has a house for sale on it. I don't know if someone bought. I feel like it's almost as if someone's buying a house, like someone's they bought the house, or they decided to commit to something, and then they take you take the sign away so that other people, I guess, so it doesn't look like it's available. Oh, so maybe some people when they well, I don't know. Let's see. This is a quiet, like, reflection card. I heard, remember when you let go of something? I heard the words, it's always an equal exchange. If you are involved right now romantically, I think you need to allocate and specifically spend some time together if you haven't been. I heard even in a like really basic way. If you've been spending too much time together with somebody or something, right? Too much energy into one channel, then I think you'd want to take a little bit of space and sit with what is kind of like dissatisfying right now. Or sadness sometimes can be like what we're afraid of. But to me, sadness more, it lives in the past of like, I should, it's shoulds and coulds and woulds is sadness. When is the last, I think you want to think about the times that you've moved house too. The places that you've lived. I don't know if you, some of you need to go back to when you were a kid. You have like a sibling. There's a little boy and a little girl here. That the sexes don't matter, but it's like, because this could have, for some of you, what's also being worked out is like when the mother and the father got divorced. I feel like the kids went with the mom. This is for some of you. It's important. It's like you want to. I feel like that's being healed. But there's some kind of reflection in there that's necessary. Maybe you were just checking in with memories, that family memories, right? Family memories that usually, pardon me, I heard you might go to, and like checking in and being like, how does my energy respond to that? Does it enliven me? Does it drain me? I heard, am I still sad about that? And when did you move when it was a joy? When like okay, in specifically what I'm seeing is that there's a house here where wherever someone was like in a cloud, right? I'm seeing this black cloud in the background, this cloud of the sadness. It's like someone was in a space and they're like, you know, I'm just gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna keep row your boat gently down the stream, right? I heard I have to. I have to. And when a person moved, it's like it changed everything. When a person went to this new place, and particularly the home, the like vessel of the home, is something really important. But it was almost like a place a person found when they weren't really looking. The Empress. Okay. I hope this was helpful. Please take care.